Hickory trees have a shaggy bark and they can be found across the eastern United States, Canada, and China. You're probably more familiar with the taste of hickory than the look of hickory. I want you to think about smoked meats, maybe a jerky or some Texas barbecue sauce. Hickory is a common type of flooring in the United States, but it's also used in a lot of hand tools. If you have ever used a hammer or a mallet or an axe that has a wooden handle, it was probably a hickory handle. That's because it is so tough, so resistant to damage. That brings us to durability. It is incredibly resistant to scratching, gouging, and dents. And it has virtually no soft grain in it. So hickory does not break down easily whatsoever. For durability, we gotta give hickory a full 5 out of 5. 2, cost of hickory. Hickory is about as cheap as any hardwood you could hope to buy. The narrow widths can be found for just over $3 a square foot, and even the wider planks up to like 8-inch you can find for just over $5 a square foot. That's pretty cheap. It's even cheaper than red oak, and red oak is known for being kind of the budget hardwood. For price, hickory definitely gets a full 5 out of 5. 3, stainability/versatility. Hickory is another type of hardwood that is quite difficult to stain. It's so hard and the pores are so tiny that the stain has nowhere to absorb. So someone really has to know what they're doing when it comes time to stain hickory. If it's sanded, water popped, and stained correctly, it takes stain as beautifully as oak. But you've got to know what you're doing to make it look like that. In its natural state, it can have a quite busy and rustic look, especially in the narrow planks. Its color is just all over the place. Part of it's white like maple, and part of it's dark like walnut. When you get into wide plank hickory, the busyness starts to go away, especially if you're going with a higher end mill that's gonna hand sort every piece. They truly have some drop dead gorgeous hickory floors. But if you're gonna go that route, plan on $12 or more a square foot. It's gonna be very expensive. Due to hickory's busyness in its natural state and how hard it is to stain, we're gonna give hickory a 3 out of 5 on stainability and versatility. 4, movement/volatility. If you want hickory floors, you either need to go with narrow widths and solid, or you need to plan to pay the extra money for engineered in the wider widths. I would say anything 4 inches and over should be engineered with hickory. At Lumberjack Flooring, we will not even accept a solid hickory install over 4 inches. That's because hickory is about the most volatile hardwood when it comes to moisture. It shrinks and expands at a rate significantly higher than other hardwoods. That means if you ever have a flood or anything like that, expect to replace your floor. Other hardwoods like oak, they might expand and then dry out, go back into place, and you can get away with the refinish. Not hickory. Hickory is going to move so violently, it's going to pull the nails out, and you're going to be looking at completely replacing things. For volatility/movement, we're going to have to give hickory a 1 out of 5. That brings us to an average of 3.5 out of 5 when you tally it up. If you really want a hardwood that is extremely resistant to impact and scratch, and you don't mind that busy rustic look, hickory could be a really good option for you. If you want to go wider plank, plan to fork over the big bucks for a nice engineered from a nice mill, or else you will have movement problems. Thanks for watching this video, and if you liked it, I just did one on maple flooring right up here. Check it out.